Well, this is what I like to call mashed potato snow. Very clumpy snow for northern Arkansas Monday morning. I guess when you think about it, when the Arkansas Department of Transportation puts the mixture on the roadway, the salt and the sand, I guess that's the gravy. I don't know. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because it's going to be those big wet snowflakes, clumpy snowflakes falling from the sky in northern Arkansas, especially the higher elevation. And I think there will be accumulation. We already have a winter weather advisory in effect for 6 northwest Arkansas counties, and I think that's going to get expanded. And I wouldn't doubt if there's an upgrade to that as well. This is something I've been following now for a long time. The pattern changing after February the 10th, where winter would start to come back into the pattern, not necessarily Arctic cold, but I do see that coming. And I'm going to have a separate video about the Arctic cold coming into Arkansas later on. But first things first, let's get into the snow possibilities on Monday morning with the newest data. I'm going to use the HRRR. It's snowing like crazy out in West Texas, the Texas Panhandle, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and that's going to move into Oklahoma a little bit later on today. So this is tonight. Make sure I get the times at about 11 o'clock. And if you see on the edge of your screen those deep blues, it is snowing hard in Oklahoma and rain showers out in front of it across Arkansas. Now watch what happens along the leading edge of that snow. On that back end there, you see is this area of low pressure low coming through. You get a transition in northwest Arkansas from rain to a period of sleet and then to snow. This is Monday morning at about 3 a.m. Watch this. 7 o'clock in the morning. I think when you look at those Arkansas Department of Transportation web cameras up there at Edwards Junction, when you look at the interstates around northwest Arkansas from Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, you're going to see snow coming down and maybe some sleet just east of that. And it could get close to Clinton, as far south as Clinton, I think. Look at this, the higher elevations of western Arkansas, Nebo, Magazine, Queen Wilhelmina. Those higher elevations of western Arkansas will change over to snow, those big wet snowflakes. But I think especially those higher elevations in northern Arkansas, the back edge of this at 9 o'clock in the morning towards Tulsa. Let's go to noon. Look how that flies across northern Arkansas. So this is noon. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the Arkansas River Valley right here. The model is doing a fantastic job. That's the identifier for Russellville, RUE. So you see the computer model seeing rain in the valley, but then you go north, northern Polk County, Johnson, Franklin, and into Van Buren County. When you get into those elevated areas, those higher elevations, it's cold enough for snow and heavy wet snow. Let's back that out a little bit. So this is at noon. Let's go to the temperatures. Marginal. You see that? So this is why I'm saying it's going to be a heavy wet snow. 36. So you could see snow coming down and maybe no accumulation. Or if it does accumulate, it's because the precipitation rate is so quick that it exceeds the melting rate for brief periods of time. 33 Harrison, 34 above freezing in Fayetteville. But in those higher elevations, you kind of see that in the pink, where you go up in elevation above 1,500 feet or so. That's where you see temperatures 32 degrees or colder. So it is an area of the state that I know people are watching from. You got to be careful for a little while on Monday morning. All right, I got to find my precipitation back again, widen this out and go back to the, there we go. So that's at noon. Look how that just continues. So this is at 2, 3, 4. Now, notice how it's when this area of low pressure low comes into northeast Arkansas, that area of snow gets smaller because it's encountering the lower elevations and the warmer temperatures, and then a lot of snow up there into Missouri and into Illinois. Now, I don't want you to take this literally, but I'm going to show you the snowfall amounts and right here. So it's showing, and don't take these literally, please, because I think 1 to 3 inches is a good rule of thumb, I think, in those higher elevations. But the computer model is showing a little bit more spots, again, in those higher elevations. That's something that has to be watched. But I think what this is telling us is where it's seeing accumulating snows. And it's confined to that small area of northwest and north central Arkansas. But also look on those ridges out there. It's doing a great job seeing the ridges in western Arkansas. You're talking about Nebo. You're talking about Mount Magazine, Queen Wilhelmina, out in here in Scott County, those higher elevations. And notice nothing right there in the Arkansas River Valley. Again, down low, lower elevations, it's going to be too warm, probably just nothing but plain old rain. So that's the snow potential coming in for Monday morning. Then we turn our attention to that big Alaskan ridge, which is going to develop. And the models have been all over the place. But I think late this week and into next weekend, that cold air starts to come down. And as I've been telling you, I question the magnitude of it. I question the duration of it. But I think we're going to see a little taste of it, of cold air. Will there be moisture involved? I'm going to have another video produced for you to see that here on social media. And as always, I want to thank you for your loyalty and thank you for your trust.